Yeah.
Did you go in my bag?
그리고
Over there. No. You didn't take anything from us.
Testing. There's Stacia. Test. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another story time video. This is a crazy one. For those who are following our Instagram page, they've been asking us, Ryan, Stacia, what the hell happened? You guys got robbed. We need to know the details. So we're making this video for you. If you're not following our Instagram page, I don't know what the hell's taking you so long. Go follow it. Link is down below. I'll put it right here for you guys. I'm gonna let Stacia start this whole drama section off.
I don't even want to talk about it.
She gets upset every time we talk about it, which is totally understandable.
You guys know we're spending 2 months in Malaysia, 1 month in Kuala Lumpur, which we loved. But our second month was supposed to be split between 3 weeks in Langkawi and 1 week in Penang. We just really wanted to relax on the beach for 3 weeks. We heard Langkawi was a beautiful place. So I did a ton of research to make sure we picked a really nice hotel. Ryan and I, but mostly Ryan, has really high standards for places that we stay in.
Because we stay in these places for 30 days at a time.
Yeah.
And when you stay at somewhere for that long, you want it to feel like home. I want to stay where there's really good Wi-Fi. It's clean, it's brand new. It has all the amenities that we need, a gym, a pool, laundry, all of that.
So although we weren't right on the beach, we sacrificed that location to get what the hotel said was great Wi-Fi, what the hotel said was a beautifully new renovated room, and what the hotel said was a 4-star hotel.
It wasn't newly renovated. This looked like something out of the late 70s.
The hotel corridor, the hallway, literally looked like something out of The Shining. I thought I was gonna get stabbed in the middle of the night walking down it. Here are the pictures that the hotel shows online. And here are the pictures that we took ourselves during our stay. Obviously, there's a huge difference here, and the hotel is already trying to portray that there's something they are not. The second we entered the hotel, we discovered a bug infestation.
It was disgusting. I get we're at a beach location and resort atmosphere. There's gonna be some bugs here and there. I understand that.
But they're infested into the walls.
Yeah, there's ants everywhere, and then these other weird bugs crawling around. And we took photos and video of all this just in case we needed to cancel.
But we were gonna deal with that.
Yeah, we were still fine. We were totally okay, whatever. It's not, we're not gonna always find a place that's magnificent and beautiful and clean and brand new. That's what we look for, but we know that that's not always possible.
But anyway, let's move on to the meat of the story. So the third day that we were there, we went down for breakfast, and when we left the room, the housekeepers were right outside. They asked us if we wanted our room cleaned that day, and we said yes, because we hadn't made them clean for the previous 2 days.
And we're very kind people. We always tip the housekeeping. We give them a good tip. We barely make them go in and clean all the time. Just give us some new towels.
And we're good.
Freshen up the bed, we're good to go.
So we go down for breakfast, and unfortunately, I left my wallet in the room.
We know that it was a mistake to leave this stuff out in the room. And we know we should have used the hotel safe. You guys don't need to tell us that. We understand. But every hotel and location that we have stayed since we left, we've never had to worry about any of that stuff. We have left money sitting out on our end tables and on the nightstands, just cash sitting there, and no one has ever touched it. And that's how you're supposed to feel when you're in a hotel.
Yeah, we literally walked downstairs for 20 minutes, ate breakfast in the hotel lobby, and came back upstairs. I knew I left my wallet in the room, and I was like, oh, we're just gonna be here for 20 minutes, it's not a big deal. So we come back up from breakfast, and the housekeeper spots us halfway down the hall. And she goes, wait, your room's not finished yet. And she starts calling into the room to the male housekeeper, and they're speaking in a language that I don't understand.
So we just stood there, and we're on our phones. We're like, oh, okay, don't worry, finish what you're doing, and we'll wait. So for 5 minutes, we're waiting there. And then they're finally going in and sweeping and cleaning things up. And we're like, what were they doing this whole time? So they obviously didn't expect us to be back so soon. And then finally they finished and they let us back in the room. We go back into the room wasn't clean.
Oh yeah.
So there was no new towels, the garbage wasn't taken out, nothing was done. They didn't do their job. And we're like, what did they do this whole time that they were in there and telling us to wait as well?
We didn't leave the hotel for the whole rest of the day. We were working on our computers, doing stuff, and finally we were like, oh my God, we're starving, we need dinner. So we go to leave for dinner, I go to take my wallet, open it up, all of my money is gone.
Oh, wait, not all of it. Only the 50s. All the 50s and big bills were gone, and they left her, what, 19 ringgit?
They left me 19 ringgit, and I had around 1,400 ringgit in my wallet.
So essentially $350 was taken from her wallet.
I understand that the US dollar is really strong, and I understand that it might be tempting for someone to take money from someone that you think isn't gonna feel that, but $350 US is a lot for me. I worked so hard for that money, and like, it's not the money.
Settle down, it's okay.
It's not the money, but it's the fact that like,
it's the violation.
the violation of my privacy, and somebody thinks that they can go into my personal property and take what isn't theirs.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
It's so messed up. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't even go into, they went through my things. So once we came into the room, we realized that the money was missing. I go through my stuff. Every single one of my pouches for my gear, anything that was in my backpack, all unzipped.
Yeah.
Completely. And Stacia knows me and I know myself. I'm anal when I pack my stuff. Nothing is ever unzipped.
He's like, babe, did you go through my bag? And I was like, no, I don't even know where your bag is.
So they went through, I had like a pouch for my Nintendo Switch, completely unzipped. I had another little bag, like a little plastic pouch, unzipped completely and placed back. They didn't zip it back up, and that's when I believe that when we were coming down the hall and they were like, oh no, wait.
Yeah.
They were like
they were doing.
already rummaging through our things and was like, oh shit, we don't have enough time. And they just placed everything back where they found it.
Yeah.
They literally ransacked through all our things to find more money.
Yeah.
They found your wallet and they were like, cha-ching, 350 bucks. This is
Gold
awesome.
mine.
What else is in this room? Where's the more money that we can find? So that pissed me off. Then I'm just like, are you kidding me? And next door, I hear somebody talking and I'm like, it's the housekeeper. And I was on a rampage. And I walk outside and I see the housekeeper and I look at her and I was like, you, come here. Where's our money? And she goes, oh, no, wait. And she runs over to her purse. She grabs her walkie-talkie and she starts talking to somebody on it. And she just, like, you just knew right away that she was a freaking thief.
You looked her right in the eyes and you knew instantly.
We brought them into the room and we were talking to them, and Stacia was filming a lot of this. So we're gonna play some of that video. There's not much to see,
Right.
but like you guys can get the idea of like what was going on and the thought that was in my head and like the feeling of just this, oh, I was so mad. So I'm just confronting all these people in the room.
This was the
This
wallet
was-
that was sitting right here. It was sitting right here.
Kita tak tahu kalau yang macam tu ibu tak nampak apa-apa.
They opened this up, and they opened this up to look for more money, and they stole $350 from her purse.
Duduk situ juga.
Did you open this?
When you coming back, is this your purse still here?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go in my
Duduk
bag
situ juga.
over there? No. You didn't take anything from us. No money.
No.
You did not steal any money.
Eat it before breakfast. You still put.
Yeah, I didn't take it out of the room all day. It was there all
dia tak
day.
bawa. Dia tak bawa pun. Memang duduk situ. Tak ada. Oh, buka pintu memang. Kami lepas dari sini, kami masuk terus.
Luckily, I was like, oh, thank God, there's a security camera directly outside of our door, and it'll show that nobody entered the room all day besides the housekeeper. So it would have to be proven that the housekeeper stole a crap ton of money from me. So the front desk attendant calls the security guard and has the hotel security guard drive Ryan and I to the police department. I need to file a police report for stolen money.
That was
I don't
weird.
know.
That was really shady, that whole experience.
I'm writing the police report.
He's taking the story and Stacia has to type it in on the computer for him.
Because he's watching the World Cup.
And he's just sitting there like with his feet up watching TV. He's not asking us any questions. He's not trying to like resolve the matter or anything. It was very shady and something just did not feel right about it. And then he started talking to the security guard from the hotel, and they're having a conversation back and forth, and we didn't know what they were talking about. But you know, you can just sense the tone of conversation is not going in your favor. That's what it seemed like.
And the security guard from our hotel was like kind of giggling.
We file the police report. We go back to the hotel. We go to the front desk and tell them, here's the police report. They make a copy of it and they say, we're so sorry. We talk to the owners and the management and they're gonna meet with you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Please come downstairs and we will do a full investigation. We can review the tapes.
So the next day we are really excited for our meeting at 9 a.m. with the managers and owners of the hotel like we've been promised, because I'm trying to get a refund for our entire stay. I want out of this hotel completely. I don't wanna deal with the mold. I don't want to deal with the insects, and I don't want to deal with the thieves that work for this hotel. So we go downstairs promptly at 9 a.m. and we are told, sorry, the manager and owner had an unexpected meeting. They're not even on the island today. There's no way. They know that they're at fault and they just don't want to deal with us.
Yeah,
so it took me so long.
They kept giving us the runaround. Every single person we wanted to talk to, oh, I'm sorry, they're not available. Okay, well, let me speak to their supervisor. Oh, they're not around. Who can we talk to? Who is the management of this hotel? Where is the owner? Give us a phone number that we can talk to somebody. I'm sorry, we can't give phone numbers out.
Yeah, they wouldn't provide me an email or a phone number of anyone in charge.
We get you don't want to give a phone number out, but you can't give us the email of somebody that we can talk to that's in charge? No. And I said to Stacia, watch the tapes are broken or something's wrong with them or whatever the case is.
And if you guys know Ryan, he's usually always right.
I'm sorry, but the security cameras that we have installed aren't working at the moment.
I'm like,
are you kidding me? Like, that's the one thing that we needed to prove, and we had no proof. That's when it started becoming even more frustrating for us because there was no resolution. They weren't going to do anything for us. Sorry, we don't have the security cameras. They're broken. Management isn't here. The owners aren't here. This other management person can't help because they're not here. So basically, we're screwed. They also gave us a bunch of shit about canceling our hotel stay.
But I literally told them, I was like, listen, I will not stay here. I need a refund. There's no way around it. And I know you don't want to deal with me anymore.
Yeah.
I'm really a very kind, friendly person. I don't like being taken advantage of. However, I worked for hotels for 7 years. I worked for Marriott and Hilton. Like I know the process that needs to be done, and I know you can give me a refund. So I'm not taking no for an answer.
Yeah, but the problem was this wasn't a Hilton or a Marriott. This was a privately owned hotel. A very shitty, privately owned and privately run hotel. And it was impossible to get anything taken care of. Finally, we contacted Agoda, which we purchased the hotel through, and we had to send them video and photos of the infestation of bugs and the mold and just the disgusting room.
And the police report.
And a police report on top of that we got money stolen before they finally were able to communicate with the hotel, and the hotel agreed with them that they were going to give us a refund.
A partial refund, not even a full refund, which is like beyond my comprehension. But at that point, I was so done with this place that I would take anything just to get the fuck out of there.
So that's the story, and now you are all in the know of what happened and the details behind it. It is what it is. It sucks that it happened, but it could have been worse. We could have been robbed at gunpoint or something on the street.
Definitely could have been worse. But just in case you guys are going to Langkawi, the Langkawi Seaview Hotel is the most disgusting place on earth, both morally and physically. And I always give people and places the benefit of the doubt, but this place was absolutely disgusting. So I hope you will share this video and help bring this hotel to the ground because I hate them.
We want to burn it to the ground. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this cool, fun little story time.
It's not a cool video. I got robbed.
Hope you enjoyed this very sad, oh my God, it's full of drama story time. And hit the thumbs up button. And we'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.